I can already smell the comments under this video. Mr. Baby, how could you dare tell us to skip the first standby for Global Dokkan, this and that and the third? I haven't said anything yet, alright? Let me just take it easy, relax, let me say my piece, and then you can comment and say whatever you'd like after. But at least don't, like, hear me out, okay? This is by far one of the hardest videos I've had to record regarding or with the topic of, do you summon or do you skip? Remember that we are still, after May hits, it's June, July right there, right? April, May, June, July. It's 2 months, a little bit more than 2 months away from Global Dokkan's 8th year anniversary, which means that it is crunch time in terms of saving, because this Golden Week celebration is going to be the Global's biggest before the anniversary, which means it's going to be the biggest celebration in terms of free-to-play Dragon Stones. The amount of free stones you're going to get in June and July are not going to be that great. So if you're trying to save, like, it's hard for you to divert yourself from these two banners. But at the same time, again, this Goku and this Piccolo Jr. look insane. And what I love the most about, like, I know that I'm skipping, right? I'll still do a summon stream for like a different account and do a giveaway and all that great stuff that I usually do for these types of banners. My main account though, I know that I'm gonna skip. I really want this Piccolo because, dude, let's just move into it, right? This Piccolo has one of the best abilities I've ever seen for World Tournament. That's why, like, I really want to summon on him, because he has this active skill. Like, this is just, like, I'm not going to go over the entire unit. You already know what this Piccolo Jr. does, but his AoE active skill, he massively raises attack for it, does Mega Colossal, a TUR, doing Mega Colossal to all enemies, because, whatever, I'm not even going to mention Raditz' name. Oops. Disable an action of every enemy once within the turn. I love how this drops after. Where was this before World Tournament? That's my only question. Where was this? This is and granted, this can be activated literally like start of turn if you're facing 2 or more enemies, which World Tournament always has that. So this, to me, and remember, this is an active skill. You can skip the animation. This is like by far the best unit in the game. If he was an LR, that would have been amazing. But unfortunately, he's not, right? So, but still, like, definitely in terms of time, like, this is definitely the best unit in the game, I think, for World Tournament. Assuming he's, again, remember, we don't know what these characters actually look like in game just yet. They could look mid in game, but their kits certainly do not look mid. And this Goku, by the way, this Goku having the ability to have a guaranteed additional and guaranteed guard when he or an ally revives is super, super strong. You bring because remember, in Dokkan, you can only really have one revival per, like, match. Or not match, but, like, per, event, if you will. Like once per battle, right? So, if this guy doesn't get his revival off, but let's say Carnival Goku does, because Carnival Goku is on powerful comeback, right? He still gets buffed from that. And now he's just guaranteed guards. And he actually has abilities in his kit, like launches an additional attack, super attack, launches an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack for 4 turns when guard is activated, plus an additional defense plus 20% whenever guard is activated up to 100%. So these two abilities here are dependent on him having his guard up. Before any revive, he's going to have a high chance. So if you have a really bad time getting that high chance to go off, you're not going to build up your extra 100% defense, which is definitely going to be a good amount. Like, you don't want to miss out on 100% defense from this guy's kit, right? So again, it's a very powerful amount, but that a chance to perform additional super attack is still going to be really strong as well, because this character is greatly raising attack for 1 turn on super. So your first attack plus the second additional plus the guaranteed one is absolutely, it's very, very strong. So the moment you revive with any character on your team, and now he's just guarding for free, which means building up that extra defense is going to be free, plus the guaranteed additional here, plus the other great chance of getting additional for 4 turns when you activate it is there, plus the additional, like, you can go additionals on this Goku, right? He would just end up looking absolutely absurd if you went full additionals, but going crit is also an something you can do, and going dodge something you can also do. He could definitely use a little bit of dodge in his kit, so I understand going dodge for a character like this. And then for Piccolo, I usually say you want to go, you know, full crit on characters who counter, right? But this Piccolo Jr. here, if you want to make the most, because this is, like, to me, this is the best part about his kit. Beforehand, he's okay. Like, he's not bad here. He's definitely good, like, very, very good. I don't think he's as good as Goku, but this ability is amazing. If you really want to make the most out of this, you're going to want to go crit, which means that you're going to need dupes in this character because he's int, which means he has the, like, for tech, their free hidden potential buff is crit, and for Piccolo Jr., since he's int, it's dodge. So if you want to give him crit, you're going to need to get some additionals in him. Sorry, some dupes in him to go ahead and give him that extra crit. But yeah, I mean, these two are very, very good. So back to the original question of should you summon, should you skip, right? Considering these two units, and considering the new TN card, which should have been named a different, you know, whatever. And then this Krillin reminds me of, like, the whatever, the support, like, all these units are really, really solid. Like, I like how they all have their spots and their niches and whatever they're meant to do. If you decided to summon, and their animations are beautiful, by the way, too. If you decided to summon, I definitely couldn't blame you, especially with Goku's standby, this first standby skill on Global Dokkan, right? Another mechanic coming early. If you decided to summon, I couldn't blame you, right? I will say, though, that I'm gonna say a few things, okay? Again, if you summon, I can't blame you. I'm not gonna sit here and say definite skip, because this is not a definite skip. This is not even an easy skip, right? I can't sit here and claim that, especially for those of you who love, you know, OG Dragon Ball, or, you know, whatever it is that you like. If this tickles your fancy, this is what you summon for. I get it, but it's also always important just to let you know a few things, right? One, we don't know what discounts are going to look like. If discounts are important to you, you definitely need to wait, you know, until seeing what those look like before you should really dive in deep and really consider that, because discounts really do come a long way into sometimes getting the new character or not. Another thing to keep in mind here is the banner structure. So, oh, by the way, new Corey upload, you gotta go show that a little bit of love. But anyway, so when it comes to this here, the banner structure, this is the video I dropped about what I think the banners are going to look like. We have no idea what it's going to look like as of today. I recorded this a few days ago, and I will say that I still believe this is what the banners could look like if Piccolo's on that banner. Or this to me is still a really, like, if we got these characters, right? Actually, what type is Krillin's STR and your physical? Did I get the typings right? I didn't. I said it's STR and tech. Regardless, if this is what the banners look like, and then you have these characters, like, this is a solid banner. Nothing compared to the anniversary banner, by the way. I mean, dude, Gamma, like, there's nothing that's gonna drop this year that's going to, you know, that's going to compare to these anniversary banners, especially when you consider, you know, the buy 3 get 1 free, right? So, and plus the tickets as well. Nothing. There's no comparison to make between anniversary banners and, you know, the Golden Week banners here. And in terms of just units, like, these two are still better, right? Like, definitely, if you really want to make a case against the Z Duo, I would disagree with you heavily, but whatever, right? But the GT Duo, there's just no way, right? Like, these two are still, like, the, you know, better units in the game compared to the Golden Week units, but these are here now, and the anniversary units are not, and I get that, right? So if you want to summon, I understand, but keep in mind that the anniversary banners are better. We are in crunch time for a global, so if you start spending 50 stones here, 50 stones there, 300 stones here, and you get shafted, you're not walking into the anniversary making up all those stones that you just spent, right? So just imagine, for those of you who know your luck is bad, right? You're going to go into these banners, you're going to get shafted, and then you're really going to want to quit the game because you know anniversary is coming and you know you don't have enough stones, or at least a decent amount to give yourself a fighting chance at pulling the best units in the game. And I'm telling you right now, right, when the anniversary is out, you are not going to be thinking about Piccolo and this Goku, unless you pulled them and you don't pull the anniversary characters. Then at least you have these guys to fall back on, I guess, right? Maybe more so this Goku, but definitely I don't think you'll be worried too much about like this Piccolo here, or if I can pull him up here. I don't even know where he went, but especially the Piccolo. But you know, when these guys drop in the anniversaries here, this is going to be the focus and the focal point of everyone's attention. Again, I can already see the comments saying, Mr. Baby, I regret summoning on Golden Week. Goku's cool, Piccolo's cool, but I don't have no stones for this now. And people will definitely, it happens every banner. I just don't want you to be that person. But if you know you're not that person, and if you know this is what you want, then summon, right? This is your chance to summon. This is your opportunity to summon. These look like great, fantastic units. I would also wait, by the way, to see what the, like, when Truth uploads the showcases, I would definitely wait to see what these look like, because again, they look great on paper, but how will they perform in game? That is the key. So yeah, with all that said, keep in mind, once again, wait. I mean, I guess you have to wait to see what they look like anyways, right? But make sure you watch and make sure you tune into Truth's videos when he showcases what these characters look like for the data download. That's one thing you need to make sure you do. 2, make sure you consider discounts or not. 3, understand that the anniversary units are just better, that the banners themselves are better, and lastly, that we are in crunch time for global. If you summon, you are giving up a lot of value for the anniversary. Every multi for the anniversary builds you up to 1 free one, as well as tickets for yet another free multi. So every multi you do now is a lot of value, a lot of summons you're leaving on the table, and that is just a fact. But again, I get it. I get it. Like I get it. Okay, trust me when I say I get it. So let me know what you think. Let me know what you're going to be doing. Let me know if you've already decided or if you're still unsure. It's still a tricky one, but I'm definitely, again, like, I really want this Piccolo for World Tournament. Having Goku is cool and all, right? But I really want this Piccolo for World Tournament. I really feel like we might get another World Tournament before, you know, the worldwide celebration. Keep in mind that these two characters, there's a good chance of these two characters returning for the worldwide celebration, okay? So, for example, not for example, but after Global Dokkan's anniversary, we have a quick Dokkan Fest release. That should be Kale, by the way. And after that, the end of August, all the way through the month of September, is when the worldwide celebration begins. And these two, Goku and Piccolo Jr., should be returning. That's the same time Cell and Goku returned for the first time for last year's Golden Week. I believe the year before that, the GT Super Saiyan Goku and GT Vegeta also returned from the previous Golden Week celebration. So if you really just wanted to focus purely on anniversary, pull what you want, and then use the anniversary and all those free-to-play stones to save until the worldwide celebration, so that way you know what you can do. You can either, like, personally, what I think is a smart, super smart and safe choice is to save every ounce of Dragon Stones that you have, skip this, go to the anniversary, and go balls deep on the anniversary. If you don't pull what you want, at least you now have a lot of red coins, so that way, when the worldwide celebration comes out, you can spend all new stones that you farmed up and buy these two immediately from, you know, the red coin shop. This isn't Legends, okay? Legends characters are dying out in terms of the meta every 2-3 months. That's not really the case for Dokkan. So these two characters, like this Piccolo Jr., is always going to have relevancy in the World Tournament. So if you're a grinder for that, amazing. This Goku's always going to be good, especially with that revive mechanic. It's just amazing. So, and the standby, again, it's just amazing. So, again, these characters are not going to age out anytime soon. So if you really wanted to knock 2 birds out with 1 stone, because again, right now, if you spend everything you have, don't get these characters, and you walk into the anniversary with no stones, it's not going to be a great look. But if you walked into the anniversary with a lot of stones and you summoned and gave yourself the best chance, fighting chance at pulling those characters, even if you don't, 'cause that's always a possibility, even if you don't, you now have amassed a good amount of red coins that you've gained from all those stones you saved. And when the Worldwide Celebration hits, you can just buy these characters immediately from the shop. And yeah, but again, I believe Anniversary should be focused, but I can't blame you if you want to summon. I don't think these guys are an easy skip. I don't think I don't even think they're a skip, to be honest with you. These are definitely characters you want to summon on if you like what they do. Goku's really good. Piccolo Jr. They both look really good. So yeah, again, let's see what they look like when the day download hits. But hopefully you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. And let me know what you're going to decide to do. Take care, rest well, and remember, 60K before Global's anniversary, and face cam will be a thing.